A very good morning and warm welcome to Kuala Lumpur, especially those of you who come from afar. May I recognize the presence of Dr. DATO, Deputy Minister for Housing and Land, Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport, Korea. And I would like to extend my congratulations to Mr. Sanjay Kumar, CEO of Geospatial Media and Communications, for organizing this particular forum. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome the dignified gathering of eminent personalities to this important and impressive forum of geospatial community. The theme of the forum is very significant to our region today. And the first few presentations that we already heard and went through this morning was indeed very informative. In recent years, ladies and gentlemen, the need to address social and environmental challenges has grown in urgency. Climate change, global health, food security, and many other global challenges are crossing national borders and affect a wide range of actors. This year, from the month of June until today, Malaysia has been experiencing the arrival of haze from a neighboring country, and it has polluted the air in Malaysia. And haze is not necessarily good for our health. It is therefore my concern and that geospatial technology will indeed be able to be used to predict and at the same time to do adaptation measures for the coming haze to come. It is likely that haze will continue to engulf Malaysia every year. In most cases, single government cannot provide effective solutions to these challenges, and thus a call for cooperation and on a global scale to rebuild capacity in science, technology, and innovation at both national and international levels is very important indeed. This forum will be an excellent platform for the geospatial community to give an in-depth analysis of their contribution towards this goal and how much more can be expected. Like I said earlier, how are we going to overcome the problem of haze engulfing Malaysia? Geospatial technology application areas have grown over time, from traditional applications such as agriculture, disaster management, water and natural resources management. The technology has entered into a new era where GIS is being implemented in areas like business GIS, design and engineering, social networking, energy emission estimation, and humanitarian relief. The pace has not been slow, and every day a newer application of the technology emerges. From being confined to few, GIS has become a people's technology thanks to its integration with emerging mobile devices and internet. The computers are getting faster bandwidth getting broader, and cloud resources are becoming more bankable. From client-server scenario, people are already talking about 3D web now. GIS is now enabling unlimited enterprise outreach and supporting real-time operations. GIS has been identified as an enabling technology for moving across cutting interdisciplinary science forward. When I was in school, in the old days, in the United States, in the South, GIS that I used at that time was only to do mapping on forest areas. Seeing the disciplinary, competent, and extensive uses, dimension and scope of geospatial solutions has widened significantly, and so as character and component of the segment has undergone revolutionary changes, making geospatial more and more relevant for existing and potential users in their work processes. It has been observed that geospatial information and solutions finds its utility in almost every walk of life at individual, departmental, and enterprise levels. The Asian region itself has taken a giant leap in the growth of geospatial technologies, which is ever increasing, ever expanding, find new areas of applications and new markets for exploitation in the region. The inescapable fact is that the geospatial technology revolution will continue at a fast pace, which will require space across multiple domains of industry, research, education, and government. It is my hope that the geospatial industry will keep on moving forward faster and faster and be more creative and innovative in their approaches towards solving today's environmental problem, which causes many disasters. Even as we are talking here today, the typhoon which hits China from 2 days ago until now, what can we do? And what can this industry do to predict the arrival of such disaster like that, and that adaptations must be strategically planned by the government so as to save lives. Ladies and gentlemen, currently, worldwide we are faced with important challenges such as global economic and financial crisis, poverty and diseases, along with natural disasters like typhoons, hurricanes, earthquakes, and tsunami. Such global issues have called for the world to take actions. The international communities have exerted countless efforts and expertise to solving such global issues and in promoting mutual development among all the nations. Geospatial information is the most fundamental and essential tool to support our joint efforts in resolving global issues. Asia Geospatial Forum 2013 indeed is a great platform to enhance the cooperation and coordination of the geospatial community. I understand that on the agenda of this forum, there will be discussions on international coordination and cooperation to meet global challenges. This is an extremely important topic, especially global challenges related to climate change. After recent earthquakes in several countries, there was great demand for quick and comprehensive geospatial information from all sources. I hope this community can work effectively to provide the best possible geospatial information to meet the needs of future humanitarian crises like the earthquakes. We know that underneath the ground, activities which can contribute to earthquakes that can surface on the surface of the earth keep on happening, because the 7 geoplates of the world keep on pushing each other. But seismologists cannot predict when can it happen. Therefore, it is left to the geospatial community to come up with technology or with geospatial information on how can we ever predict earthquake that will occur on the surface of the earth. Because rattling underground, activities underground, deep underground are happening. Ladies and gentlemen, geospatial has also shown a great market potential in Malaysia, as it has been applied not only in perambulation and mapping, but also in resource investigation, environmental assessments, regional planning, public facility management, traffic, telecommunications, city construction, energy, power, and agriculture. A proactive government and an interested advocating user and industry together have created an environment of synergy in the region, essential for the exponential growth of geospatial in Malaysia. Thus, I am pleased that Asia Geospatial Forum today is being organized in Malaysia this year, which shall further promote geospatial as a technology for broader market segment that is designed for providing quick and easy access to large volumes of data to users for comprehensive business management. In order to achieve our goal of becoming a specially enabled government and specially enabled society, we need to focus on effective strategic planning and implementation of policies and programs. To achieve this goal, my ministry, which is the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, through the Department of Survey and Mapping Malaysia, commonly known as JUPEM, JUPEM, and Malaysian Center for Geospatial Data Infrastructure, have formulated strategies to ensure better coordination and effective use of geospatial data. In this regard, the legislation known as the National Geospatial Act is being formulated and drafted to improve governance and control of geospatial activities undertaken by government agencies and private sector in the country. The proposed act will provide the legal framework for the development of a specially enabled government and society. The legal framework will basically be guided by two main aspects. The first refers to factors that promote and improve data availability to users, whereas the second refers to factors that hinders its availability and involves issues related to privacy, liability, and intellectual property. The coordination to balance these two factors is very important to ensure geospatial data development in the country is not hampered. The formulation of this policy and legal framework will be given priority with the focus in data security and confidentiality, custodianship, data sharing, data integration, data dissemination, and standards. It is very important for a nation like Malaysia to have ready access to all its spatial information to assist the nation in ensuring sustainable growth and to tackle issues related to the current economic slowdown, climate change, biodiversity conservation, and agricultural production. Spatial data infrastructure and fundamental data are crucial in our quest for environmental resilience and sustainable development towards a developed country in line with Malaysia Vision 2020. The government of Malaysia is truly and fully committed towards providing the necessary infrastructure for sharing of spatial information and in eventually establishing a spatially enabled government through its various projects in the development programs of its various agencies. It is very important as the government of Malaysia is working towards achieving sustainable development. The commitment that Malaysia undertook in the Rio Conference in 1992 and even 20 years after Rio. As the ministry responsible for geospatial development, I see the need for the government to coordinate the development of geospatial and technology and the adoption of standards and requirements across all government agencies. In this regard, I'm glad that the Department of Survey and Mapping and the Malaysian Center of Geospatial Data Infrastructure are playing a central role in the coordination of these efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also heartening to note that Asia Geospatial Forum 2013 has been facilitating technology exchanges and has been recognized as a platform to voice issues which the geospatial community in Asia is concerned with. I strongly believe that this year too, the forum will be instrumental in taking the technology to a higher level. It is my hope. The discussion and deliberations will create a clear direction to bring in more oneness in the scheme of things that not only enable development of the region but also are favorable to the industry. I am confident with the participation of renowned experts and international vendors, as well as representatives from the governments, industry, and the academia, Asia Geospatial Forum will achieve its objective. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the organizer for bringing Asia Geospatial Forum to Malaysia and invited the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment and myself in particular and 4 other ministries to be its government partners. I believe this forum will provide a platform for the Malaysian government to further explore the latest products, technology, solutions, and services in the industry that will benefit Malaysia as a whole. I also hope during this forum, the relationship with the community will be strengthened and new collaborations will be created. I must say that with the participation of geospatial industry, Malaysia is an opportunity for you to further look into what are needed to solve many problems. Problems in agriculture, problems in environmental pollution, problems in water availability, particularly in the Klang Valley, and problems in infrastructure and also on establishment of cities in many other states in Malaysia. It is not only Kuala Lumpur that you should look into as the industry in this particular field. There are other states, especially bigger states like Sarawak, where I come from, and Sabah, which are not as developed as the states here in Peninsular Malaysia. It is therefore very important and pertinent for you to look into these 2 bigger states, because the government currently is looking into providing infrastructure network in those 2 states and also in development of agriculture. After all, the landmass in Peninsular Malaysia is dwindling for agriculture, and the opportunities for the government of Malaysia would be in those 2 bigger states. Lastly, I thank all participants for attending this impressive forum. I must say that it is impressive. I wish I can stay on until the end of the forum, but I am now responsible for Parliament to answer questions that are being asked by members of Parliament, so I have to be there. Otherwise, I am very interested in a forum like this, particularly in the subject matter of geospatial. Let us work together then to make this event a positive platform to address the national and regional needs and objectives. I now declare the forum officially open. Thank you for your indulgence.